Decades ago, this area was destroyed by one of the worst earthquakes in history. Promises to rebuild it were never kept, leaving behind makeshift monuments, abandoned monoliths, churches and art left crumbled on the ground, and entire futuristic cities left abandoned. Yet the culture, history, and people here are worth remembering and reviving. The importance of this area should be known, and we're about to uncover it all.
It's a 90-year-old bed. It's a communist bed.
I'm so terrified. This one's gonna be the one that breaks. Marty's excited too.
Thank you.
This is a very cool area to visit. I do like it quite a lot. Beat all expectations to have the church monastery up there. To be able to stay here, I think it's really cool. A little bit of history. The lake, I'm sure is beautiful. It was nice now, but in the summer when you can actually, there's jet skis and boats out there, we just didn't do it. And then also knowing that like the abandoned casino resort complex over there. Yeah, everything's super close. And I'm sure there's more to do here. This is just what we're doing in a day.
And the whole time we were eating in there, I was like, we're standing on one leg.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Lake's fun, super cool. All right, off to the next part of Armenia.
Here we go!
Here we go!
What's the next location?
We're driving back to the Warbeck's place. Then we're going through Dilijan, through the tunnel, to the little Switzerland of Armenia. Then we're driving to Vanadzor and we meet a crazy guy there. Stay tuned.
So we just got to the abandoned casino resort that we came to explore last night. We wanted to see what it was like during the daytime, and holy it looks so insane. And like to see how big this place actually is. Elton's flying the drone. This one was the building we first went to, and we couldn't get onto the top. I think this building right here, right by the water, we'll be able to climb all the way to the rooftop. You can do it. Yeah! Ah! She's crazy! Okay, got stairs. Let's go.
Oh, did we see that last night?
We're talking about that right there. Whoa. I'm not gonna lie.
Woo.
I'm running out of breath.
You got winded? This was a great idea when we were in the car.
I know. In my head, I was like, running all the way to the top and go, ah! It's only like 13 stories tall.
Yeah, when we go to Austria, we're doing the Red Bull 400 meter up the ski slope.
20 seconds for the hardest part being done.
2 more flights, come on. I see the light. Oh shit, how do we get up here? Gotta do a little leap. Be careful. Alright, Ginga. Okay. Wow! We made it! Wow. Oh, dude. Ah. Woo!
This next stop is a complete surprise to us. We're about to meet the most famous artist in Armenia, world-renowned for his cross stones, some of which take years to complete. Yet it's his exuberance, enthusiasm, and wisdom that will make this visit so special.
Before getting in, think about going out.
That's what it says.
One thing. Before getting in, think, are you useful for someone else in this world?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because sometimes this is written there, so when you're coming in, you have to come out. Because sometimes they love it so much, they don't want to go out. I can translate all this. Okay, this is how Bogdan welcomes you usually. Bogdan is a very well-known, famous Khachkar maker. He is a national artist of Armenia. He's a very popular person, and he's making cross stones, and this is all his works, and now we're gonna get to know his personality.
Oh my gosh.
So he wants to know your name.
Anlat, Martti. Oh, Martti.
Ginger.
I just said what ginger means in Armenian.
Oh,
The
with the
plug.
food, yeah. How do you say it?
Elton.
Oh, that's long.
Jay.
Անդադ թափ-թափված իրավիճակա, այստեղ անդադ ես գործել։
He's a very messy person because he's always working. All
Քանդակում
the
է,
time he's
համ
painting,
երգում է,
he's carving,
համ
and
պարում
he's
է,
singing, he's
համ
dancing,
նվագում է,
he's playing,
համ տաշում է,
he's carving.
հա, ամեն ինչ անում է։
He does everything here.
Համ կացին կա։
When he's driving his car around anywhere in his car, he has got a saw, he has got a drill, he has got an axe, so that he can just grab a piece from somewhere and bring here and make something out of it.
Ես ձերքով չեմ
He
ավելի։
hasn't even touched anything. It's like nose, eyes, mouth.
Այս խաչքարը ես արել եմ 1 տարվա
So
ընթացքում։
this crossstone was done within a year. Weighs 1 ton. So you must be wondering how he brought it here.
Ես կրոններ
See, he
ունեմ։
has a crane here. So you the crane.
Էլ 15 ժամ։
He can work like 15 hours a day.
Ես կարող աշխատել, հա, բայց մտքով աշխատում եմ 20
My mind is working 25 hours a day.
ժամ։ Որ ուզում եմ
When he
հանգստանամ,
wants to rest,
այսպես է
he
բանում։
does like this.
Ու երգում
And he
եմ։
starts singing.
Ոստահանեմ դերևենադարին, հոյնարենարենարենար, հոյնարենարենարենար։ This song we have been singing even during the pre-Christian times, during the pagan times, before Christ. We used to sing this song. Ես նաև հին երգեր եմ
And
հավաքում։
then he collects old Armenian folk songs. He's collecting them and preserving them.
Ես ունեմ 2700
And
ցայնագրություն։
almost 2,700 recordings.
Oh my god.
Էսա ես ձեզ կասեմ ինձ հետ երգեք։
He's gonna teach you a song. Would you like to sing?
Yes.
You have to say the following.
Oy 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 oy, pchingo pchingo pchingo. Oy 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 oy, pchingo pchingo pchingo.
Chinko means a little beautiful girl.
Ինչպես ինքը։
Like you.
Շարենք մեր աշխարհի չորսագերում։ Oy 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 oy, jingo jingo jingo. Oy 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 oy, jingo jingo jingo.
Whoever hears this, they will never think that it was just created from right away. No practice. Later, you'll listen to how you were singing, and you'll realize how beautiful you were doing this, singing this song.
He's very passionate about what he do as an artist, right? At what age did he find out that he has such a soul for it?
Տարիքից նկարչությամբ եմ
So
զբաղվել։
since he was a little child, he used to do drawing.
Ռուսեմ սովորել։
And then he went to the art school.
Քանդակագործական բաժին։
And then in Yerevan, he went to the sculpture department of the university.
Ու երգել
And
եմ։
then during the same time, he used to sing in a chorus. Until this day, I'm living the same way. Same life.
Իմ բոլոր աշխատանքները կատարում, այս գործիքները տեսնեք պատիվը։
Like tools
Այս
that
գործիքները։
he's using for making.
Everything.
Wow.
There's so
Այս
many.
գործերը
For the first time, he really realized the beauty of his studio, specifically this wall. When the National Geographic team visited them, that's when he realized he's living in such a beauty. When I opened the door and I realized that the cameraman is already standing ready to film that, I really felt really good that he's doing everything right. He's right. You're right. You're a professional, Marty. Very nice. Very nice.
նայեք։ Давай, հայ։ Օ, արիստեղ, արի։
What's the piece he's most proud of that he's ever done?
That's right.
Yeah, this is the one. This
That
is
is
the one for now.
Ինքյան
Think in every piece of art I've created, I've put so much soul. All of them, they reach to all these countries that he was mentioning. It's in US, in England, in France. They are monuments dedicated to different things. So that's why each and every work that I create is important.
Similar question. As an artist, every piece that he makes, he gives a piece of himself. Which piece does he feel
Yes,
like
we know.
he gives the
There's
most to?
Sometimes I don't want to even sell this stuff. It's
Evet.
very interesting.
Harstana.
You know, asking questions is easy. Answering them is
How does he know when a piece is finished?
Բայց գելեսա մի րոպե, որ ասես Elchemus.
You can work on an artwork forever and ever and ever, but there's an unexplainable moment when you just get it, like that's it, I'm done.
You know.
And you never know when it is. First time in Armenia, in Armenian history, somebody made a crossstone in 2 colors.
This is so cool.
Սա հեթանոսական դուր է։
Pagan door.
Երբ որ ծնվում է,
Human being when he's born, he's not going out.
այն մտնում է
He's coming
միտեղ։
into somewhere.
Միտեղ է մտնում, որտեղ պետք է ինքը ապրի,
He's coming
որտեղ
into a
պետք է
place where he has to live,
ստեղծագործի։
he has to create, he has to love that place. And then he goes into a tent.
Վարպետաց դաս են անում, master
Sometimes
class։
the travelers, when they visit him, they do master classes.
Okay.
Yeah, they made him.
That's
They're trying to make him.
It's funny, I thought that was the Mario or the Monopoly guy for a minute. Is this one supposed to be him too?
Armenian eagle nose.
If he had to pass on one life lesson to the next generation, what would it be?
Ազգի մեջ քո երկրի համար։
Whatever you try to do in your life, make sure you leave a mark of what you did,
Այդ հետք։
so that people talk about you.
There must be moments where inspiration isn't flowing as it normally does. What does he do in those moments?
Նսան բոլոր տեղերը նույնն է։ Կինը։
The inspiration in the whole world, it's the same. It's women. For every artist, the biggest inspiration is
Չինչիգո։ Կնոջ համար։
Whatever you do, all of you, whatever you do in your life, you always do it better when you do it for certain women.
So who's his lady?
Մենք ինչ։
Zed is Skinova.
Can't name them.
Ես ասում եմ։
He's thinking, he's picking up. Top 10, top 10.
Կա։
Besides that, I have my wife.
Որնից պահում,
I
պահպանում։
love her. And she's so true. She loves me and she's a big treasure for me and I'm a big treasure for him.
Բայց
But
ինչպես բոլոր տղամարդիկ,
like all the men,
աչքս միշտ ուրիշի վրա է։
always my eyes is on the other side of the fence. Because the grass on the other side of the fence is greener.
Այսինքն ես սիրում եմ գեղեցիկ կնոջ, գեղեցիկ աղջկա։
He loves the beauty of a woman. She appreciates the beauty. Doesn't mean that he's doing something with that. He loves to see the beauty in all women.
Differences. There's difference. I do have to say though, this guy right here is a fine example of the outliers. He sees all other women the same.
All the
Just
other
like all
women
the
are
cheeses are
Just
the
like
same.
all the cheeses are the same.
How come? Can you explain? Why all the women are saying?
Սորեցրու խնդրեմ տեսնեմ ինչպես։
Teach me.
We're married.
Ես էլ եմ այդպես ասում։
He also sometimes says that. Keyword is sometimes. So let's go. But there were some strange things, guys. You will love it.
We're just getting started.
Oh my gosh, we know what those are.
It's Woodwood.
Oh, hello.
It's nothing but Woodwood.
I like that.
Wait, 3?
Well, only the girls usually ask why 3. Why are you asking?
Ես էլ այդ աղջիկն
I
ասում
told you, he noticed.
And then he asks the girls, how do you know that it's 2 or 3?
Oh, these all the ones you've made?
Այո,
All the ones here.
Wow.
Oh,
Gorgeous.
so hard to do this. Because it's like a watercolor, guys. If something goes wrong halfway, you have to start all over again. And a crossstone like this could take like 3-4 years to be done. And imagine you're on the 3rd year of doing a crossstone. You have to find all over again.
It says Armenia. What the heck? Do you think before we go he could tell us his favorite thing about Armenia?
Տամեջ Արարատ լերն է։
Oh my god. So you're saying in Armenia, but I'll tell one thing that is on the heart and it's the most precious thing that we all love about, not just in Armenia, all the Armenians in the diaspora, it's our Mount Ararat. That's how
Beautiful.
important this mountain is for us, guys.
Yeah. Aww, I love that.
And show your tattoo, please.
Oh yeah. There it is.
I don't want to tell him that he's not Arab.
Yeah,
but
I'll
it's
pretend like it
exactly
is.
like Arab. Yeah. Good journey.
Oh, that's cool. No wonder his hands are so strong.
Bogdan, Armenia, Vanadzor 2024. Me and Elton just bought this to put on our bookshelf in our house.
Your energy is really very strong.
Oh, so is his. So is his.
American psychologist visiting this place, like it's like so hard to leave your place because there's so much energy. In
I
your
know,
life.
right?
People have a lot of energy, I can feel it.
Oh, you're awesome. Thank you.
Let's go, guys.
Okay, bye.
I didn't expect any of this at all. I thought you made a wrong turn. Wow, his shop is just in the middle of this little neighborhood, huh?
This whole setup is like crazy. You know? It's just going to nowhere and then boom! Hey! Woohoo!
It's amazing how much he could do with such a small space, too.
He literally had us singing like a chorus in under 5 minutes of meeting him.
Now I get what the door sign means.
Yeah.
Now I totally
Once
get
you
it.
come in, you won't want to leave.
Yeah, such a character.
A good human.
We are driving to Spitak, the town which suffered from the earthquake, and we have that Soviet pioneer abandoned camp with the mosaic and the swimming pool and some Soviet statues there, and also the metal church. And after that, we drive to Gyumri. That's the city which suffered even more than Spitak. And a little bit walk around the city because the downtown area is really nice.
Sweaty jacket, always bringing the magic. I got the top pulled down and my automatic. You know my everyday life may sound dramatic, but when you got it like this, gotta make it a habit. Can't stop loving what I got.
There is broken glass and like
blood?
a trail of blood.
Whoa.
That was pretty unique. I don't think I've ever seen a church built with this.
It is built in Armenian traditional way. Central dome, three-naved, cruciform from outside, cruciform from inside the plan.
This was built after the earthquake?
Yeah, right after the earthquake.
On December 7th, 1988, at 11:41 a.m., a magnitude 6.8 earthquake struck northern Armenia. The epicenter was near Spitak. In under 20 seconds, entire towns were reduced to rubble. Official Soviet reports claimed around 25,000 people died, but many believed the true number was higher. The USSR was known to downplay casualties, and some estimates suggest up to 50,000 lives were lost. More than 130,000 were injured, and over 500,000 people were left without homes. The cities of Spitak, Gyumri, and Vanadzor were among the hardest hit, along with dozens of surrounding villages. The tragedy exposed the poor construction standards of Soviet-era buildings, many of which collapsed instantly and sparked major changes in earthquake safety across the region. Some have speculated that the earthquake may not have been entirely natural. Whispers of underground weapons tests, secret military facilities, or even seismic experiments have circulated for decades. While there's no proof to support these theories, in the final years of the Soviet Union, trust in the official narrative was already beginning to crack.
Goodness, that is insane.
There are lots of conspiracy theories related to that. There's like Soviets were doing some experiments underground, etc. That's the other reason also the nuclear plant stopped to operate, because the trench in the ground passed a few kilometers away from the plant and everybody got scared. So the earthquake was in the morning. People were at their jobs, children were in schools. And then the earthquake hit all of a sudden. In the middle of winter, minus 15 degrees Celsius. The news started to spread all over. The first people who came to rescue Armenians were the Armenians from HYAK region of Georgia, because that's right up there. They put bread, clothes, blankets in their cars and drove all the way down here. And then from all over Europe, even US got involved. Many missionaries started to come here. Gorbachev was in US at that time having a meeting with the US president, and somebody went and whispered something on his ear, and he just removed the translation headphones and flew to Europe and tried to tackle the situation here. And then we started to get help coming from all over the world, and I still remember those Uncle Ben's rice tins which US used to send us. The church was built to be able to organize the funeral of all these people. The official number was 26,000, but there were over 50,000 people dead. And there was no church then. In 3 days they had to put this church up with the ruined material from the roof. This is zinc, made a church in an Armenian traditional way.
Has there been any high magnitude earthquakes in this area since then?
Not much. We had a high magnitude earthquake in Turkey, recently in Syria. We requested the Turkish government to send a humanitarian aid because we went through something similar, so we knew what's happening. And we said this is a humanitarian issue. It doesn't matter how oppressed we are by the Turks, you know, our borders are blocked. We have to do something. We are next door. They opened the bridge. We sent 40 trucks of humanitarian aid and 22 rescue guys. They stayed there for over a month. They said thank you. So we hope that this kind of gestures could create some sort of peace someday. So we do get earthquakes. It's very common to see chandelier just swinging. My puppy messes. What's going on here? But we got used to that. But still, Armenian people love to build their houses at the edges of the cliffs. So a portion of adrenaline is good for blood circulation, you know, right? They love to live at the edge. Thank you. This is a Second World War memorial. In all the post-Soviet region, you find Second World War memorials everywhere. And Armenia, with 1.5 million population during the war, 600,000 men went to the front. Half of them didn't return from the war. We knew this is our war because if the Nazis were in the war, the Turks would just walk in from there. We, being such a small country, have more generals, admirals, and marshals of U.S. Second World War than all of Central Asian countries, including Azerbaijan together.
Immediately after the Armenian genocide in World War I, Armenia's population has already been massively squeezed.
30
What was
years
that?
later?
Half of the population?
So basically all the men, maybe. Every grandpa was a veteran, including mine.
Wow.
And that's why every single town and village, even the tiniest one, would have some sort of memorial for the Second World War.
Such a huge percent of the population.
After the earthquake, the government promised to rebuild the homes, monuments, and infrastructure so those affected could continue their lives. More than 30 years later, the promise was never fulfilled, and we made a stop in the center of town to see the progress.
What you were telling me earlier is that there's people now living in these kind of like shed, shack contraptions as they're waiting for an apartment still nearly 30 years later.
How long would it take for all of the displaced people who are waiting to be placed in?
The current rate, it will take forever because institution is not working properly. Otherwise, 34 years is more than enough time to accommodate it. Because before there was a lot of corruption, and now the government is not that efficient to try to distribute whatever they are getting. The main income of Armenia is coming from mining and from export of alcohol, cigarettes. We export energy, pay flat tax 20%. So this is the money which is supposed to be going to infrastructures and other things. But also we have another issue of defense. We have to spend a lot of money. Military race is so strong. We have Azerbaijan with oil-rich money backed up by Turkey, buying all these expensive weapons, and we have to try to keep up with that, provide security. So that's why things are not moving. So we all are having this hope that one day there will be a peace. So there's all these funds can be distributed towards the welfare and the benefit of the people. Ago, it was restored. It is still reviving, guys. It's still being built. Before, if it was to revive Yerevan, now everything is just being moved towards Gyumri to revive. And you will see what they have done. It's
gorgeous.
Yeah, I've never seen a church in this color scheme.
This is the municipality's order to put this music every evening so that people calm down.
It's the same
the same tunes going every day. So guys, I want to tell you a little bit about this monument. In 451, when Armenia was almost a century and a half a Christian country, we were part of Persian Empire back then. The Persians wanted to convert Armenians into Zoroastrianism. There was a big battle. They say there were like 2,000 Armenians on this side and there were tens of thousands of Persians with elephants on the other side. All the Armenians died, but we had a moral victory because they didn't convert us. And this is Vartan Mamikonian, the general who was leading the Armenian troops for the war for Christianity in Armenia.
And he did die in combat?
He fell. Everybody fell in that battle. The Persians said, okay, let's not mess with these Armenians.
If Armenia would have converted, do you think Christianity would be where it is today had Armenia folded?
Let's not forget the geography of the region. If you look at the Persian Empire, Armenia is right at the north, the last country. And after us, they're all Christian countries. So if they manage to convert Armenia, the next would be already conquering Byzantium, going to Georgia, and going all the way to the west, because the Persians were also imperialistic. They wanted to move forward and spread. And Armenians just made a big fence, barrier, spot. Let's stop here. You're absolutely true. It changed the whole geography of religion. So that's how important this thing was for the whole world. 1937 and 38 were the darkest times for our countries. During the Stalin's Purge, it was just exiling, killing, and shooting anybody who would be talking about nations, resembling religion. That's when all our churches were shot, bombed down. And you see the years 37, 37, 38, these are all priests who were kept in front of a church. They shoot on them and on the cross on top of the church there. And then they demolished the church. The cross was brought and kept here as a memory for all these priests who were executed. The damage that the communists did to the Armenian church, not even the Mongols did in the 13th century.
So those are bullet holes.
And then they destroyed the church.
Shooting the cross was just for fun.
Yeah.
Hospital. How weird.
No way.
Yeah, look, that's definitely a hospital.
Cool.
Whoa.
That's crazy. Cool.
Yes,
thank
thank
you.
I kind of wanted you guys to give me a tour of your room.
Okay, I should show you mine. And to the right, we have this bathroom. We have the curtain. You do not pass. Just kidding. You can come in.
Oh, you're so funny. What is your view?
I have one tree and some grass. So beautiful. This painting, which I call. And this painting, which I call. Ooh.
How is your bed?
Perfect. This is how I sleep every night. Why are you still here? I'm trying to sleep.
So sorry. Good night.
Good night.
This is the Berlin Art Hotel. As you can see, there's a bunch of cool paintings and pieces of artwork out in the hallway. And it might look a little bit different because it's actually a hospital that was turned into a hotel. So let's go look at our room. We have a little hospital door handle here. Hospital curtain. No smoking, we're in a hospital. Every room has different artwork from different artists in it. So our room has this theme of the cool pink and red colored paintings. Outdoor courtyard area with the art. The boys have a view of just bush, so I'm happy about that. And then we have a bathroom. It looks like a hospital. Yeah. That's awesome. Oh, we have a little handle here for when you sit. And then our shower is a hospital shower.
I wish it came with like crutches and a wheelchair, like an IV bag.
Oh my god.
They should have really committed to it.
It's really gone for the theme. A nurse
I
outfit.
was gonna say instead of robes, you get like doctor scrubs.
That would be cool. Don't get that close because I have a pimple. Because I have a pimple. We're gonna
Eat it all day.
Why didn't you say anything?
You didn't know?
I could have put powder on
You had
it.
2 giant pimples. She's coming to pop your pimples. Oh, hospital slippers?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
You did not just say that. Anyways, we love this hotel. Apparently, you've seen my pimple all day and you said nothing. It's crazy.
There's the other one.
That one's not here yet.
Enjoy.
Thanks for shaming me. I'm gonna pop my pimples now.
Ew.
Day 4, complete. Crazy day. Started off with a surprise. The artist, he's awesome, fantastic.
That was
Wrote
my
some
favorite
songs.
part of the thing.
Pretty sure he hit on you for like the entire time we were there. Tomorrow we get to visit the very first church ever.
Period.
Ever, which is insane to think about. And it just reopened after 12 years. Today.
Like right now,
Today.
they just had their opening ceremony. That's awesome.
And we go back to Yerevan tomorrow to actually spend time in Yerevan.
And we're doing a folk dinner music show tomorrow.
The fun stuff.
Yeah. Okay. See you whenever the next video comes out. Okay, bye. Good night.